Hey, hi. Have you ever created a PayPal account and you do everything? You fill in a form, you fill in your email, you kind of put in a password, you put in the address, everything actually, everything. And then after creating a PayPal account, boom, PayPal tells you like, your account has been permanently suspended. This might even be the first time you're creating the account actually. And you haven't even transacted anything. You haven't even received any payment. You haven't, paid anyone. And PayPal like shows you as suspending your PayPal right away. Okay. Now, why does this happen? And how can you avoid this? This is now the video we are making. And the first thing I'm gonna say is usually when this one happens, usually because of your IP address or the device that you're using. Okay. For example, the PC which I'm using, if I check on it, let me see my link here. If I check on it, you realize it has a bad reputation. 41.210.143, 226. The reputation issues is detected. So if you kind of use an IP address like this to create a PayPal account, PayPal has a system. I don't know how it does it, but I think there's a way they can try to get information about IP address that you're using, its reputation. So when its reputation is kind of abusive and bad, you may be rejected. Your account, your PayPal account you're creating might be automatically suspended by the AI. It's not like someone is there on the desk seeing you typing, but PayPal has an AI, just as any website usually have AI so that they can kind of sort out the bad guys and So by mistake, your computer, your IP address you're using on your computer might be mistaken and you get fired right away. Okay. So how do you check your reputation for the IP that it's safe for creating a PayPal account? You go to this website. Um, it's called ipqualityscore.com. I think I'll leave it in the comment section below. Okay, so that you can easily just click on it. But it's www.ipquality ipqualityscore.com/ip-reputation-check, something like that. It's a long link. I think I'll just leave it in there. Just put it here. So that's the link that you use. Okay, when you go to it, it automatically capture your IP address. Okay, just as you see here, it's showing you like your IP address is 41.210.146.220. Okay, so what you do is you kind of enter. Okay, you kind of get this IP address. If you're not sure this is your IP address, you may be like, hey, okay, how does it know my IP address? You can just Google like, what's my IP address? Okay, just type it in Google. Google kind of will show you like your IP address is this, right? So you can copy it, then you go to your website here, then you can paste it here. But in most cases, this website also captures it for you, so no need of using Google again. So what you see here is what is your IP address, your public IP address. So you capture it, then you paste it here, then you enter. All right. So when I enter, to tell me like IP address proxy VPN detection check. By the way, I'm not using any VPN. My VPN is off. Okay. So reputation status detected. The IP address has been detected as a proxy connection, which could be acting your IP reputation. So they kind of have an IP which has a bad reputation, and the score is 84. I don't recommend creating your PayPal account with a score which is 50 and above, abusive. Okay. Sometimes your IP address may be clean with zero abusive level, that is fine. But in case you try to restart, this IP address can be changed whenever you restart your modem. For those of us who are using dynamic IP addresses, but for those who are using cable internet, your IP address may be static. I'm not into networking, but the IP address sometimes for some cable people, it doesn't change. So actually, that's how like FBI or whatever the police can try to trace you to your IP. So some IP addresses in some countries don't change, but in some countries, the internet providers, this IP address are kind of dynamic. Okay, they're kind of dynamic. There's people who use static and others use dynamic. So static usually doesn't change, but for dynamic, it usually changes. The bad thing about dynamic, you may be assigned a bad IP address for someone. So if I restart my modem, I can be assigned maybe to maybe 247 something. So it kind of keeps on changing. So how to change it? You kind of restart your modem. If you're in a wired, if you're using a wired internet, it may be bad news. You may have to maybe use your phone internet, something like that. Then you do a hotspot and kind of changes. Then you check if the reputation level is above 50. I usually don't use it to create a PayPal account because it can harm that account. That's why some people are actually suspended permanently right there when they're creating the new accounts. Okay. To prove this, like, let me show you, like, for example, let me change something in this IP. Let me just put in an IP which I don't think. Let me just change this to maybe IP 261. Let me just say, let me enter and then I check for this. Okay. Oops, it's the wrong one. I think let me change this one to 225. Right. Let me try this. Just this one, just a random one. I want to show you if the reputation is clean, how it's supposed to show. So this one, when I change this one, it's showing me like the address is on a proxy or blah blah blah. Reputation score is 0%. It's a clean IP address. IP blacklist check passed. This IP was not detected on popular blacklists. So it means this IP address is clean. I can use it even to create a PayPal account. Okay. So make sure if you have this, it's perfect. You can go ahead and create your PayPal account. But if you have the other one, as I was showing you, when they're showing like 84% has a bad reputation, please try to restart your PC. Sorry, try to restart your router. When you restart your router, you're given a new IP address in case you're using dynamic IP address for, in case you're using like Wi-Fi or like a hotspot from your phone. But in case you are using a home internet, which is cabled, it may be a bit tricky for you. You may just use a phone. So whenever you switch off internet and you put it on, your device gives you a new IP address when you're connecting. So that's how you just change this IP address. Okay. So that's the trick which people don't understand. And their PayPal accounts are being affected because they're using IP addresses which have bad reputation. Another thing is your device that you're using might be maybe an account was suspended from that account. So when you're creating a new PayPal account, that computer might damage the new PayPal account. I'm going to make a new video about if you have ever been suspended, can you create a new PayPal account? And if you have to create a new PayPal account, which precautions can you do? Okay. So for those of you who are creating accounts and they're being suspended, please kindly check your IP reputation using this kind of this link. It can really, it's a tool which can help you. There are others which you actually can search, I think, in Google. IP reputation check. There are many, you can check them out and they can help you to check if your computer has a clean IP address. And those of you also, if you're trying to pay for something, the IP address actually kind of messes up a lot of things. For example, I'm on Amazon and I'm trying to pay for something. Sometimes you may try to pay with your card and your card rejected. So sometimes it may be rejected not because you don't have money, but because the computer, the IP address that you're using to purchase these things has a bad reputation. Okay. So this is what some e-commerce website kind of avoid. They don't want to face chargebacks. So they kind of realize like if they can kind of chase out people who are buying stuff with IP address which have bad reputation, they kind of reduce on the fraud. It's kind of a fraud protection fraud protection initiative, a move. Okay, so it's important to always try to check your IP reputation if you see things are not working. All right. Okay, so that is it, and thanks you for watching my video, and you can leave me a comment below in case you have anything concerning about creating a new PayPal account and it's being suspended. Bye bye.